Hello everyone. I think I'm all organised. Welcome to my channel, Paper Happinesity with Monica. My name is Monica Formosa and I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator here in the White Bay area of Queensland, Australia. Today, this is a pre-recorded video creating a project for Colour Inspiration Challenge 176. We're a group over on Facebook, and if you're inspired by what I make today, you are very welcome to join us if you aren't already in the group. You will need to answer some questions just to make sure that you are who you say you are, but nothing too hard. Okay, it's never tricky. You don't need a blog, but if you do have social media, you are more than welcome to link it in the post that you put up in the group. Okay, so come in, grab a coffee or a cool drink or whatever you like and sit down for a little while I hopefully inspire you by what I'm going to make today. 3 colors: Petunia Pop, Granny Apple Green and Basic Black. This is our inspiration photo. And every challenge, if we've had more than 10 entries, we get to choose a guest designer. And the guest designer for this challenge is the lovely Janet, I'm not quite sure how she says her name, Jeanette Goodall. Okay, so yeah, let's get going. All right, so I've got my 3 colors in my inks: Granny, Petunia and my Tuxedo Black. Now I've actually put this into a white craft ink stamp pad. You can buy, when you order these, they actually come with no ink in them. So what I've gone and done is I've ordered one and I've actually inked it up with the Tuxedo Black re-inker. I find that a lot easier to work with rather than the other stamp pad that the Memento is in, the felt. Okay, so I'm going to use the Simply Zinnia bundle. I've got the stamp set and the dies, mainly the dies today, but I did want to use, I've used Thank You So Much on my last card, but I'm thinking maybe Sending Flowers might be a nice one this time around. Okay, so here's the card that I originally made. It's on a basic black card base and I've used the the specialty papers from the Regal Distressed Patterns. It's a 12 by 12 specialty designer series paper pack, and it has the cherry cobbler, the white, and I believe, if I can open the packet, it has a green. Yeah, so it has the green, and they all have they are one-sided, but they have this beautiful foiling on the packet. I believe that is probably Pretty Peacock. Let me check. Yes, so, oh, this is actually beige. Basic beige, cherry cobbler, and Pretty Peacock. There we go. Would never have picked that. Okay. So just try and save a little bit of time. I have done a lot of my die cutting first, and I thought this time around I need to get those gems. I don't have them in my basket. Let me grab them out right now before I forget. Here we go. Okay, so these are the adhesive backed shiny sequins, and you get 4 colors in the pack, and they are adhesive backed, so they're really easy to use. You don't have to worry about gluing anything down. Okay, so last time I did a basic black card base, and I've got a piece of basic white that will go on the inside. I'm not sure, I might change it up to a white, if we'll see. This time around I've used the, oh, what's that one? I had that out. Bear with. Where did I put that? Oh. It should be in my thing here, and it's not. Exposed brick, that's what it is. The exposed brick 3D folder, embossing folder, and if to use this you will need your specialty plate, which is plate number 4, I believe. It's the grey one. All right, so I've run that through my my Big Boss Stamp and Cut and Emboss machine. It's the bigger one because it's a wider embossing folder, and I've just cut down that layer 1/8 of an inch smaller on 2 sides than my card front, or 1/2 centimetre if you work in centimetres. Okay, I do have my a white card base there just in case. I've got a scrap of white for my sentiment, and I've got all these lovely pieces here that I've die cut. I probably need to sort these out into different sections. Okay, so I've got 2 flowers. I've cut leaves. I've cut the stem for the bud. I've cut 2 of these, and I'm going to put one on the inside. The middle of my flowers will be in basic black. These are petunia pop. And oh, I need another one of these. Of course I do. And some little decorative bits which are also part of the die set. So let me just die cut another one of those centers. Okay, I've just got my Stamp and Cut and Emboss machine behind me here on my table, so it doesn't wobble my camera. All right, so we've got 2 of those, 2 of those, 2 of those. What I also want is a scrap of paper. I'll grab a scrap of paper, and we're going to colour these with our blending brushes. In the challenge colours. Okay, so let's do the green leaves first. Okay. Oh, let me go from the bottom. I'm just going to add, probably should have done a little bit of this beforehand, but anyway, you might want to fast forward through this bit. Okay. And that just gives a little bit of softness to an otherwise, you know, if you use just the plain Granny Apple Green cardstock, it's very one-dimensional or two-dimensional maybe at the most, but by doing this it just gives a little bit more. And I'm putting a darker color down at the base and then pulling that color through to the top of the leaf. Actually, you know what? I'm going to turn one over. I'm going to get my bone folder, and And I'm just going to smooth that out a little bit and add a little bit of colour to the reverse side, and that will give me a leaf going in the opposite direction. Which is always fun. Okay, oh, just a little bit more on the bottom of that one. There we go. All right, so that gives us, where are you? A leaf just going in the opposite direction. Is that on my green? No, these two. These are what I need to do. And that gets tucked under, so you don't need to go all the way to the bottom. Okay, and the same with that. All right, so there's our granny apple green all done. Whoops, I just bumped my light, which hit my camera. Okay, so I'll turn this around and we'll do our lovely flowers now. We'll get our petunia pop. And this is quite, this ink pad is quite new, so it's going to start in the center and then just work your way out. Okay, there's that one. And this is really, you can add as little or as lot or as much as you like. And just like nature, you'll never have two flowers exactly the same. If you have the glass mat, using your glass mat for ink blending is a very economical way of applying your ink, because it actually, the ink that you leave on your glass mat, you can actually pull up and use. I just don't, I've got it, but I just don't like using it when I'm videoing, because it just reflects all my light, or the light that I've got above me. All right, I think that's it. Okay, so there are my flowers. Let me bring my card in. I'll put that away. So there's our card. I'll leave that there. Now, this is the background that I want to use this time. But before I do that, I need my glue. And I will try and assemble these flowers. There is a bit of a knack to it. I think that's probably it. All right, so if you wanted to, you could add, put these on with dimensionals. Just be aware that if you're posting, it may add extra postage. to your male. Oops. There we go. Okay. All right, so to begin with, I kind of went in a diagonal. Oh no, hang on, wait, there's more. Let's stick these on. Okay, and then I'm just putting a tiny little bit of drop, just a drop. And just a drop on the larger areas. And there are our flowers. Okay, now my dimensionals. I'm going to put these up on dimensionals. And I'm just going to put one in the middle. And we'll kind of go here. And we'll go here. All right, now this little guy needs to be put together. And there is a little bit of messing around with all the construction, but once you've got that done, all right, so I've stuck him kind of in here, but I might need to just trim that off a little bit. Okay, so we will stick him under there. Kind of like that. And that's just giving us a little bit more of a diagonal thing going on. So then it's just a matter of yeah, I don't know now. And then we'll place that one in there, and then we've got these little bits, and these are just like more decorative than anything else, and that also brings in the black a little bit more. I've put this one down here just to fill in that space there. And I've got this guy here that can go, it's on that other flower. Yeah, maybe that. All right, okay. All right, so let's glue this down. Now be careful when you're gluing these leaves. You don't want that, because the dye has actually cut those sections. If you add too much glue, it will come up through those gaps that's there. Oops, I think you can see that. All right, this is going to be a little bit tricky. Just a teeny tiny drop. Oops, are a bit twisted, and we'll just very gently. I really need my tweezers. Okay. Sorry, I forget that I have a camera that needs to be recording. All right, I'm just going to put him under there. And again, when you're doing this, just add a little bit of glue, not totally all over, because it will come out through those gaps in the die. And oh, this guy. Up there like that. There we go. Okay, so there's our card front. While I've got my glue out though, I might just stick this together, and that's for the inside. Oh, I must have glue on my finger there because that's just pulled straight off again. Okay, there we go. All right, so that's that. Those are spare. I'll keep them for maybe another project. Right, okay. So let us stamp a sentiment. I will just, and here it is, and I'm going to use my petunia pop for this. Oh, now I have a feeling this is going to be really juicy. All right, practice first, and we're going to stamp this and fussy cut. There we go. Now, when you're fussy cutting, it's all about moving the cardstock rather than your scissors. Oh, let's pull that under out the road. Okay, so there's our sentiment, and I will get my mini dimensionals this time for this. Oh. Okay. I've got a few of these cut in half, so let me just add these. I should have checked first where this was going. All right, so we're going to, I'm just going to take this one off. Don't need that one in the middle there. Because what happens is that these flowers are already on dimensionals, and if you add another dimensional, it just makes it a little bit, it doesn't keep it level. You mess with the level of everything. All right, so that's going to go across there like so. Okay. There we are. And now I need my jewels, my gems. There we go. Now the decision is whether to go black like my other one. I'm not quite sure about that, or whether we go white for a cleaner. I actually might go white this time. All right, so let's stick that on there. You'll have to let me know in the comments which you prefer. And please, guys, if you have any friends, if you're watching this and have any friends that you think might enjoy watching this, please share. I would really appreciate that. And say hello in the comments. I like having a chat. And if you're new to my channel, thank you so much for joining me today. And if you'd like to see more, please subscribe, because that way you will be notified of future, I'm just going really careful here, of any future videos that I put out. I must have them. Oh, yeah, of course. All right. So I'm just going to put this, because I'll show you this one. I've got, just put this little flower in the corner here. And that just pulls the design. From the front onto the into the inside. Okay. Pull this in. And I think this piece is cut down a whole 1/4 of an inch smaller than my card front. And you know what? I think I might just grab somewhere here. I've got my glue dots. I just want to put a glue dot under each of those leaves just to secure it a little bit. Because I'd hate for them to get damaged. They shouldn't get damaged being on the inside, but you just never know. Okay. There. All right, so there's our card. That's the inside and that's the outside. And I'll show you, let me just tidy up my desk here. All right, there's a dimensional back. They get everywhere, those little things. All right, so there's my black, and I've used that specialty DSP, Distressed Flora, I think that was called. Yes, no, Regal Distressed Patterns. And it's part of the Winter Flora, I think. Winter Flora Suite. And there's the white one. And the white just gives it a cleaner image or cleaner look. But the black adds a little bit of drama. So please let me know which one you prefer. All right, guys, that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've been inspired, and please go over to Facebook and check out what everyone else has created in the group. Color INKspiration challenges is what our little group is called. We've got a lovely bunch of gals in there, and Brenton as well. We're all inclusive in our group, so and we're very creative. We've had a couple of artisans in the past, and we've got a current one in there, so it's always great to see what everyone creates. So all right, you have a great week, guys, and that's it from me. I'll catch you again soon. Bye for now.